I told you this was coming. LeBron James isn't hurting. He's pouting. He's rebelling. He's going little kid on the Los Angeles Lakers for the way they have treated or mistreated him, in his view. He's saying, okay, if Luke is the man, if I'm not in your plans, then I'm basically going to take my basketball and go home.
For the first time in his 21-year NBA run, LeBron James is missing opening night. And it's not for rest or some personal situation. The Lakers said he's dealing with sciatica, a nerve issue that sends pain from the lower back down the legs. According to Shams Korea, LeBron's supposed to be out 3 to 4 weeks, meaning no Warriors opener, no season debut, and zero clarity on when he'll actually come back. On paper, it sounds fair. The man is almost 40. He's pushed over 66,000 minutes in regular season and playoff battles, and even legends meet the clock eventually.
But LeBron and his team are brilliant at creating injury excuses. Nobody in the history of sports has ever been more clever and deceitful in faking and creating and exaggerating injuries than LeBron James and his camp.
But the whole thing felt strange because this injury news dropped just weeks after insiders said the Lakers weren't rushing to give LeBron a new extension. And that's when fans and analysts started putting the puzzle together. Was this really about LeBron's health, or was it straight leverage? Because just days before this injury went public, LeBron was out here laughing and dancing on Kai's live stream. He was spinning, jumping, moving smooth without the slightest limp, looking like nothing hurt at all. Social media exploded immediately, reposting the clips with captions like, "Sciatica must be cured when the cameras are on." Chad, we in here tonight. People instantly started asking the obvious. How do you go from vibing on stream to missing a whole month with a nerve problem? And that wasn't the only thing raising eyebrows. All summer long, LeBron popped up everywhere, from golf events to brand appearances, and every video showed him walking around without any signs of pain.
The greatest player to ever touch a basketball. LeBron James. Look at me up now. I wear my city.
Yo, Chan, we in here tonight.
He was out there golfing in the rain, taking big strides, swinging the club, laughing with fans like nothing bothered him at all. No stiffness, no limp, no signs of pain anywhere. So when the Lakers suddenly announced he'd missed the opener, the first opener of his whole career, it didn't feel random. It felt like perfect timing, because let's be real, this isn't just another contract year. LeBron's relationship with the Lakers front office has gotten complicated. He's still a megastar, still brings massive attention, but the squad hasn't sniffed a real title run since 2020. And with age pulling up on him, reports say the Lakers aren't too sure about giving him another giant extension that would lock up their salary cap for years.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at him. Watch this. Watch this shit. Look. Nah, run. Nah, run. That man, Brian, funny. Hey, don't judge me.
When that story dropped, fans shrugged it off, thinking LeBron always gets his bag. But that hesitation clearly hit a nerve, because now suddenly the team starts the season without him, giving the Lakers a front row look at how rough things get without the king on the floor. Analysts started reacting instantly. Skip Bayless jumped in first, calling the whole situation out. He said, "You're telling me the guy who was dancing on Kai Cenat's stream can't walk onto the court for opening night? I'm not buying it." That clip blew up all over NBA Twitter because it said exactly what fans were already whispering. Something isn't lining up, and Stephen A. Smith wasn't any softer on First Take.
Any penny he gets, he's earned. He's a great ambassador for the NBA. Nobody can deny it. And we will miss him when he's gone. Shockingly to some of you, that includes me. I will miss him when he's gone. He's been that great for the league.
It hasn't exactly been a great look for the league, because even if you believe LeBron's sciatica is real, the timing, the visuals, the sudden pullback right after contract tension makes everything feel way too intentional. And that's the thing with LeBron James. Nothing around him ever feels random. Gilbert Arenas said it perfectly when he said, LeBron's been controlling narratives his whole career. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he wasn't lying. LeBron always knows how to shape the moment. LeBron never just plays ball. He turns attention into a weapon. He moves like someone playing chess with the whole league, not checkers. Every offseason move, every carefully worded quote, every mysterious Instagram story is part of a bigger plan to keep the spotlight where he wants it. This isn't new either. Remember the decision, the whole backlash, and then how he flipped the entire story once he teamed up in Miami and started winning? His whole career blends athlete and actor, leadership and manipulation, all rolled into one giant storyline.
The only thing injured in LeBron right now is his pride that got stepped on by, of all people, the Lakers. I told you this was coming because it was clear to me and a shock to me that as the Lakers were extending Luka and extending open hands to Luka, as in, we'll do everything in our power to make you happy as the new face of this franchise.
So when something like this pops up, an injury right after the Lakers hesitate to show loyalty, fans feel like they're watching a brand new chapter in a drama that never stops. And this chapter has all the perfect elements. A front office under heat, a global superstar with more leverage than anyone in today's game, and a brand new coach, Redick, who just so happens to be LeBron's close friend and podcast partner. This whole situation gets even wilder when you realize that while LeBron steps away with this injury, Redick, his own media ally, is suddenly running the team. A first-time coach with zero pro experience, handpicked, protected, and boosted by LeBron himself. If that doesn't look like a power move, then what does? Fans already started calling it the Lee coach era, and some insiders are whispering that LeBron's absence might actually be strategic, giving Redick space to prove he can lead under LeBron's blueprint without risking LeBron's body this early in the season. And if that's true, then when LeBron returns, he can slide right back in as the hero saving his rookie coach's first year.
So he is not a good teammate. Obviously, he runs the media pretty much, and he tries to control his narrative. But if we actually go and have a conversation with inside of the the NBA and have a conversation with the players, nobody wants to play with him. Listen, my whole life, I actually, I'm fighting against dictators. So when I see a dictator, I know it. LeBron is literally like the dictator of the NBA. He controls the media. He controls his narrative. If you go against his agenda, you will get traded, and everybody knows it, So he's pretty much like the dictator of the NBA.
But while he's out, all the pressure falls straight onto AnthonyDavis again. The Lakers season is once more riding on a player people have questioned since his New Orleans days. The same AnthonyDavis who's been called made of glass is now expected to carry the franchise through one of the toughest starts they've had in years. Skip Bayless didn't sugarcoat anything when he said, AD can't carry this team without LeBron. We've seen this movie before. And he's right, because when LeBron isn't on the court, the Lakers suddenly look confused, hesitant, like they're waiting for someone else to lead. That's not random. It's what happens when a whole system is built around LeBron's gravity. So whether this injury is legit or perfectly timed, the Lakers are stuck in the same loop again. Everything circles around LeBron, even when he's not suiting up. And then there's the money, because people forget LeBron is still pulling in $52.6 million this season. That's over $1 million every single week, playing or not. He gets paid the same no matter what. And for a man who's been pulling business-level moves his whole career, that's the ultimate victory. LeBron is never driven by just one goal. He wants to win, sure, but he also wants full control over his story, his legacy, and his check. And if this injury just happens to remind the Lakers how shaky they look without him, then the message he's sending couldn't be any louder. You still need me more than I need you. And even Shannon Sharpe, one of LeBron's biggest defenders, admitted it doesn't look great this time. He said, "Bron's earned the right to rest if he needs it. But if this is about the extension, that's a bad look." That's exactly the tight line LeBron is walking right now. If he's really hurt, then everybody will support him without a second thought. But if this is a calculated break, an injury used as negotiating leverage, then it puts a stain on the leadership image he's been building for 20 years. Because LeBron has spent his whole career acting like the standard, showing up, keeping his body in elite shape, and leading by example for the younger stars. But if fans start thinking he's now using injuries as a way to send a message, that polished image takes a hit. And Kwame Brown didn't hold anything back either. He said, "LeBron out here acting like the victim when he's running the whole show. Stop playing with the fans, man." That raw frustration hit people hard because a lot of fans feel like the NBA has slowly turned into a stage where every story feels scripted. Every injury feels planned. Every headline feels louder than the game itself. And it's exhausting because while LeBron is out recovering, he's still controlling the whole news cycle without touching the court. The spotlight stays glued to him while guys like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Giannis are grinding through camp, staying locked in on chemistry and competition. LeBron, meanwhile, spent the whole summer headlining live streams and commercials like a full-time entertainer. That's why the comparison stings. One group is locked in on hoops, while the other looks locked in on attention. This summer alone, LeBron's timeline looked like a full PR rollout, not an off-season. First came the cryptic Decision 2 tease hinting at another big announcement. Then the Hennessy ad campaign dropped, reminding everyone that LeBron's empire off the court might be taking priority now. And then out of nowhere came the sciatica news, making it feel like every time his name slips out of the spotlight, something new pulls it right back in. And for someone who's turned controlling attention into an art form, stepping away from basketball while staying front and center might be his newest masterpiece. Stephen A. Smith said it perfectly. LeBron James is the most media-conscious athlete in history. Every move is deliberate, and that line hits because LeBron knows exactly how much power he has. He knows the cameras follow him no matter what he does. He knows even a simple back injury can take over ESPN for a whole week. And he definitely knows that when he comes back, the storyline will be pure redemption. The King returns to save the Lakers. So whether this sciatica is legit or just well-timed, the outcome is the same. LeBron wins another narrative battle. When the Lakers lose without him, fans are reminded of his value. And when he finally steps back on the court, every highlight, every bucket, every chase down block will be used as proof that he's still the engine holding the whole team together. It's the kind of setup you'd expect in a movie, but for fans who just want pure hoops, it's exhausting. The NBA used to be about competition, real rivalries, real injuries, real comebacks. Now it feels like it's all about who can stay trending the longest. Kwame Brown said it best, yelling straight into his camera, "This ain't basketball no more, this Hollywood." And that's exactly how it feels, a league where headlines beat hustle and optics matter more than actual outcomes. LeBron's absence, real or not, is just another reminder that today's NBA isn't always about who wins the game. It's about who controls the conversation. And once again, LeBron James is sitting at the top of that scoreboard without even touching the court. Even injured, he's still the main story. And in today's NBA, that's what real power looks like. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody who needs to see this.